My name is Miss Kinsey, and I'm a librarian here at the Dell Rapids Carnegie Library. And today I'm going to be showing you some card games that you guys can play at home. Now just about everybody has a deck of cards at home, and there's so many fun games that you can play. Some are very easy and some are very difficult. The ones that Miss Kinsey's going to show you today are pretty easy because even I can handle them. All right, so first things first, let's talk about a deck of cards really quickly. Okay, a deck of cards has 52 cards in it, okay? And there's 4 different suits. So this is spades, right? Then we have clubs, diamonds, and hearts. And within each suit, there is a king, a queen, a jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and ace. Now, depending on which game you are playing, an ace can either be a 1 or an 11. So it changes, right? And most of the time, your face cards, these 3, if you're keeping points, most of the time they're going to be worth 10, just like your number 10, okay? Now, sometimes a game will have you match things within a suit, and that means the spade and the black, both, right? Sometimes you will have to match color, so black and black, or red and red. And sometimes you'll just have to match number, so any 3, any 2, any 5, right? So it all depends on the rules of your game. Okay, so we're going to teach you a few games that you can play at home. Miss Brittany and Miss Cassie are going to help me, and we are going to go through a couple of games. So let's get started. Okay, so now that you have the basics of what a deck of cards looks like, what the suits are, what the colors are, all that kind of stuff, I'm going to teach you a game that you can play all by yourself. Okay, so first of all, you're going to want to take your deck of cards. Most brand new decks of cards are going to come all in order like I showed you, and that's not what we want when we're going to play. So you're going to want to shuffle them. Now, shuffling can be done many different ways. This is how I shuffle. So I break the cards into 2 almost equal sides, and I hold them with my fingers like this, okay? I use my thumbs, and I let go of a little bit of card every single time so that they are mixed up. You guys see that? And then you just push them together, okay? Now another fun thing that you can try to do is after you have done that, shuffling, right? And get that all done, you can do a bridge where you take the cards and you hold them and then they flow in. Miss Kinsey's not very good at the bridge. Some are better than others, and brand new cards are actually really hard to shuffle. They're very slippery. So one more time, take a little bit at a time, pull them in and let them fall, okay? If you can't do that, that's okay. Just keep practicing. It is a skill that takes a lot of practice. Another way that you can shuffle your cards is to just kind of do this. It's not going to give you as good of a shuffle, but it'll be better than nothing. They also have these really cool contraptions at places like Walmart that will shuffle cards for you. They do require a battery, but you just push your cards in, push the button, and it'll shuffle them right for you. So if you're having struggles and you're really enjoying these card games, that is another option for you. Okay. Okay, so now that we have our cards all shuffled, I am going to teach you a game that you can play all by yourself. It's called solitaire. Solitaire means all alone. It only takes 1 player. Many of you may have played this game on the computer. It's a very popular computer game, but this is how you would set it up if you have actual cards, okay? So you're going to have 7 rows along here. So the first one, we're going to turn this card up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Then the next one, we're going to turn up this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys get the idea? Then the next one, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Okay, now Miss Kinsey is a little bit fussy about her piles. So I'm going to go through and straighten everything up a little bit. Okay, so the goal of solitaire is to get all of your cards in order up here at the top, right? And we always start with our ace, right? So we have an ace in our row of cards. So we are gonna move that ace up here to the top, and then we are gonna flip this card over, okay? Now, for the rest of the cards, the order that they must go in is they have to follow the red, black pattern, and they have to go in order. So what would go on this card? That's right, a red 4. What would go on this one? Right, a red 8. We talked about our order here. What would go on this card? Right, a black queen. We go king, queen, jack, 10, 9, and so on and so on. Okay, so I cannot move any of my cards that I have here, can I? So I am gonna draw from our deck of cards that are remaining. Now there's many ways that you can do this. You can draw 1 card at a time. You can draw 3 cards, but you only use the one, the top card. For the ease of this video and the ease of you guys, we're just gonna draw 1 card at a time, okay? So our top card is a 10 of diamonds. Now, let's see, can we put that card on any of the cards that we have out? No, because what will a 10 go on top of? Right, a black jack is what we would need for this card. So we will set this one down face up right beside our pile here. This is our discard pile. And we will choose a different card. We are not having very good luck, are we? Because this is a black 3. We would need a red 4. Darn it. We'll put that one on top of our 10 in our discard pile. What did we get? We got a black queen. You guys remember? That one goes right like this. Okay? That is how they line up. Now what would go on top of this black queen? Right, a red jack. But we don't have one of those out. If we did, we could take it and put it on. And then we would turn over that next card. Okay? Let's keep going until we are able to do that so you guys can see how that works. A 7, red 7, no. A red 8. We have a spot to put that one right there on our black 9. But no black 7 to put on top of it. A red 10 is not going to go anywhere in our piles here. A black 6, it's not going to go anywhere. Sometimes it is a very tricky game to play. Oh, a black 7, that's going to go right here. Right on there. Do we have a red 6? We do not. A red 7. Nope. I really want to get to a spot where you guys can see what happens when we get to move a pile. So I'm going to go a little bit faster. Can you guys see what's going on here? Red 6. No spot for a king. No No spot for that one. Oh, there's an ace. We'll put that one up here. If we get any twos, that's where they're gonna go. Oh, another ace. It goes up here. Another king. No spot for it. Aha, here we go. Okay, so there's our 6. Now we can move this 5 here. And this leaves us an open space. The only thing that can go in an open space is a king. So we're gonna move this king and queen pair over here, and we're gonna turn over our next card. It is a jack, and we can put it right over here on our queen. You guys kind of understand how things are working now? Your goal is to get all your cards up here in order, cleared from down here, right? So then you just keep moving along, right? When you run out of cards in your discard pile, that is when you reshuffle, right? You reshuffle your cards. That's hard to do one-handed. You take your discard pile, you reshuffle it so that you get your cards in a whole different order this time. You do that a little bit better with 2 hands, right? And then you just start all over again. Do we have a spot for that one? Nope. And sometimes you get to the point where you cannot make any more moves, and that is when your game is over as well. All right, see, we're moving cards around and opening up ones that are covered up. So, solitaire is a very fun game. It can be kind of frustrating when the cards don't go your way. But it is a fun game that you guys could play if you are all by yourself and needing something to do. All right, we're gonna show you a couple more card games here in just a minute. Okay, so taught you solitaire. Now I'm going to teach you a game that you can play with another person. So this game requires at least 2 people, and it can have up to 4 or 6 even people. Okay, it's called Blitz in my family. In Miss Brittany's family, it's called 31, and in other families, it has many other different names. And the fun thing about card games is that each family that plays kind of tweaks it to make it their own special little game, following the same basic rules, but each family plays just a little bit differently. And as long as everyone at the table agrees to those rules, it's totally fine. Okay, so to start Blitz, we set out 3 items. In my family, we use quarters. You can use beans, poker chips. We're using little puff balls today. Sometimes we also do 4 just to make the game last a little bit longer, but most of the time we use 3. Each person is going to be dealt 3 cards that only they will look at. So 2, 3. The rest of the cards go here in the center, and the top card gets turned over. Okay? So the object of this game, there are 2 ways to win each round. The first way is to get a blitz, and that is 31 points in your hand. Okay, so to get 31 points, an ace is worth 11, all the face cards are worth 10, and then everything else is face value. All your cards have to be in the same suit. So remember we talked at the beginning about what a suit is. We've got clubs, spades, diamonds, or hearts. They all have to match the suit, not just the color, okay? So because I dealt the cards, Miss Cassie gets to go first. So she is going to either choose the card that is here, or she can take the top card from the deck. What is she gonna do?
I'm going to take this one.
She is gonna take the 9. All right, now you discard 1. You only ever have 3 cards in your hand at one time. Okay, so if you don't get a blitz. The other way to win this game is to have the highest amount of points in your hand, okay, as everybody else does. So right now, this is my hand, okay? Don't let Miss Cassie hear, but it's not a very good hand for winning, is it? We need some more points, right? So we're gonna draw, but that card doesn't really help us any, does it, down there? So we're gonna draw from the deck. Okay, then we're gonna look things over again. Did that really help us? I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and discard this one, okay? Once you think that you have the highest amount in your hand, you're gonna knock on the table. And everybody else gets one more chance to try to beat what they think you have in your hand. The person with the highest score will be the winner. So let's see what Miss Cassie does. It's kind of a strategy game. You end up sometimes changing your strategy in the middle of a hand. Oh, okay. What do you guys think? That's the one she put down. Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's see here. So I think I'm gonna move this one over here, and then we're gonna get rid of this one. Okay. So I'm gonna knock. I think that I have more points than Miss Cassie. So she has one more chance to see if she can beat me. Okay, so Miss Cassie, I have 14 points. How many points? Because this 7 doesn't count for anything because it's not part of my matching suit. So I have 14 points. How many points do you have, Miss Cassie?
I have 15 points.
Oh, man. Miss Cassie beat me. So because Miss Cassie's cards were higher than mine, I have to take one of my little pom-poms and put it in the bowl. Oh, man. So after that, we will gather up all the cards, we'll reshuffle, and we'll pass them out again. We'll play another round until someone runs out of little puffballs. And whoever has puffballs at the end will be the winner of the whole game. Pretty easy, guys. I think you can do it. Okay, I have one last game that I would like to show you that we really enjoy in my family. We call it garbage. I'm not sure if that's the official term for this game, but that's what we call it in my family. It's really, really great for kids and adults of all ages because it has very simple rules and it helps a little bit with counting too. So even really pretty young kids can play this one. Okay, so to start out with, each person is going to get 10 cards and they're going to stay face down. Nobody is going to look at them. Okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the rest of the cards are going to stay here in the center. Now, with your 10 cards, you're going to lay them out in a pattern. You're going to lay out 5 and 5 underneath. Now, the goal to garbage is to turn all of your cards over. But the trick is you have to turn them over in order. So ace is a 1 this time. So ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Now, normally, because I dealt, Miss Cassie would go first, but because I'm just teaching Miss Cassie this game as well as you, I'm going to go ahead and go first and show you what you do, okay? So the first person will take this very top card in our pile. It is a king. Kings are very special in this game. They are wild. That means they can be whatever number you want, okay? So I'm going to choose for my king to replace my ace. So I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to turn this card over. This card is a queen. It does not do us any bit of good in this game, so I'm going to discard it and put it here. And now it's Miss Cassie's turn. So she's going to take her top card, and it is a 4. So she's going to place it in her 4 spot, and she's going to turn that card over. It is an 8, so she gets to put it in her 8 spot.
6, 7, 8.
And turn that card over.
Nice.
It is a jack. That does not do us any good in this game, so she is going to discard it. And now it's my turn again. Oh, the queen means nothing. Miss Kinsey's not having a very good game, is she? So here goes Miss Cassie. Oh, the 8 does not do Cassie any good, so she's going to discard it. But guess what? Miss Kinsey needs it. So I'm going to take this 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put it in the 8 spot. And I got a 10. I'm going to put that in my 10 spot. And now I have a 7. Here, we're cooking, right? There's a 5. I keep going until I can't go anymore. There's my 9. Oh, but there's an 8. Doesn't do me any good, so I'm going to discard. Now it's Miss Cassie's turn. She needs that 9, doesn't she? There's a 3. Oh, she's cooking now. 4 for her. I need that 4. I'm going to take it and put it here. That 5 does not do me any good, so I'm going to discard. Miss Cassie needs it, though.
I'm going to take that 5. And a 10.
And the queen does not help her. All right, we're getting close to the end of this round. There's a 2. I need that 2. Oh, but I don't need another one. There you go, Miss Cassie.
I thank you. Can't use that 10.
And I don't need it either, so I'm going to see what I get from here. Okay, now, the fun thing that you also get to do with your kings is you can move them around. So I can take this ace and I can exchange my king, and I'm going to put it in my 3 spot now. And that gives me a 6, and I win.
Oh, darn.
Now, the next round, we will gather up all these cards, we will reshuffle them, and we will deal again. But this time, Miss Kinsey will only get 9 cards, and Miss Cassie will still get 10. So you keep doing that. Each time you win, you have to fill 1 less spot in your pattern until you get down to someone only needing this 1 ace card. And as soon as they fill that spot, they are the winner of the whole game. So this game can take a little bit of time to play. You can also choose to only play to start with 5. So you are only going to play through 5 rounds. You can choose to stop in the middle and start again. You just have to remember how many cards you have. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the fun little card games that we showed you today. We are going to put all the instructions on our Facebook page, along with the instructions to a couple of other games that are a little bit more difficult. But once you get these games down, maybe you can move on to those. If you guys have any questions at all, please send us a message and we'll do what we can to help you. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.